I will be holding a women's tournament featuring almost every Raw women's superstar we have at our disposal. One of which is going to be revealed tonight. And let me just tell you something, it's going to be fabulous.
Oh, goodness gracious. Monday Night Raw does it again. They take another big signing and they run with it. It's Hirooki Goto. Goto GTR. He has arrived to Raw, and now everyone better keep their wits about them. Goto is here to make an impact right away between the Ascension and an unknown tag team. And there's your answer from NXT. It is American Alpha. Here it comes. Grand Amplitude. Welcome back, American Alpha. What a win to take. Here comes Carmella first out in this one. Queen of the Ring. It is Gail Kim who heads towards the ring here for this one. And now Mella going to take full advantage. She rolls up Gail Kim. She rolls up Kim. There's the count. And oh, Carmella got her. Carmella just beat Gail Kim. What a story that tells. But that will wrap things up here in this episode of Monday Night Raw. Whoa, it's... Oh, wait. The Undertaker. This is not the way of the dead man. He will find his purpose to return. But for now, it is goodbye. Well, to the dead man, to the Undertaker, we will miss you. And I hope you're back soon. Hello and welcome, Universe Mode. This is Monday Night Raw. We are, of course, when it comes to Monday Night Raw, long on the way, on a long road towards SummerSlam. It is a long way to go to get there, and there is a lot that could be going on between now and then. Certainly, it's all going to be very, very interesting indeed. We are here tonight, just shy of Los Angeles, maybe, I don't really know, but we're in Santa Clara anyway for this episode of Monday Night Raw, and what an interesting episode it is going to be. As you see there with our main event of the evening, the United States Champion Lars Sullivan will be going one-on-one against CM Punk. Punk looking to try and bounce back from what happened to Money in the Bank in his hometown, and he's looking to do that by a victory here tonight over the US Champion. We'll see if that'll happen or not. There's plenty to talk about in this episode of Monday Night Raw. Plenty of fine action on its way. And, of course, as you saw there, starting things off a little bit new for all the new people who come in, or maybe the people who didn't see Monday Night Raw last week, getting you up to scratch on what happened on this show last week. So, hopefully that got you up to speed and helped you out a little bit. Now we get things ready with this episode of Monday Night Raw, with Heavy Machinery going one-on-one. Sorry, not Heavy Machinery, Otis Dozovic of Heavy Machinery going one-on-one against Kofi Kingston to start things off here. It was a good match for Kingston last week when he beat one half of the Good Brothers, the 4-time World Tag Team Champion Luke Gallows. Now he's going to go one-on-one against Otis Dozovic here, another strong man. I mean, stakes and weights as Heavy Machinery let you know. So, with that being said, it should be very interesting to see how things go about it for the... for Heavy Machinery here, how they're able to make things work, how they're able to pick up a win, of course, being the most important of them all. We shall see how that will work. Because if Otis wins this one, I would think I'd classify it as an upset, considering it's a singles match, which Otis might not be, the most... I guess the word I'm looking for is, the most experienced at. I don't even think I've ever seen Otis Dozovic in a singles matchup. But this man has been racking up the wins over these last 8 days. Last Sunday at Bad Blood, it was Shawn Michaels. Last week on Raw, just 24 hours later, it was Luke Gallows. And now tonight he's going to make it Otis Dozovic to that list. Kofi Kingston has been a machine over this last week. 3 matches now, and he's looking to be in good shape in all of them, and he's looked really good in all of them as well. So far, a victory over a former world champion and a 4-time world tag team champion as well. Kofi Kingston well on his way towards becoming a favorite for something at SummerSlam. I can't say what, because obviously I don't know what. I'm not the general manager of this brand, but he's certainly on his way towards something at SummerSlam if he keeps on going the way that he is. Here we go. We're going to kick things off now on Monday Night Raw between these two sides. Otis Dozovic, the heavier man, the stronger man, And he's showing it right away there. Kofi, though, the speedier of the two. Way more athletic, of course, and difficult to read what he's going for half the time with Kofi Kingston. What we do know, of course, is that this man has been on a tear since being on his own. Since the New Day went down to NXT, he has been on a tear. I've already talked about it, of course, and he's going to keep that tear going here. Kofi Kingston now unloading away with strikes and kicks towards Otis Dozovic, but just the ability for this man to shrug it off and send him on his way there. Just goes to show you how dangerous Otis Dozovic is. Leaping double foot stomp, I think Kofi was looking for, but Otis was just like, no, I'm not falling down. Tucker Knight, meanwhile, on the outside, already sliding in a steel chair. Match hasn't even been going on a minute yet. We had some issues last week with manager interference. If you remember, two Gallows, Carl Anderson rather, on the outside, repeatedly getting involved in the match. And I'm hoping that the referee here tonight will do something about that to make sure that it doesn't happen again here on Monday Night Raw, that Otis Dozovic and Kofi Kingston engage in a fair contest between both sides. Nice counter there by Otis to the attempted leap, and Tucker Knight is getting involved. Not too sure why. Otis is well in control right now. Oh, elbow drop in the face there by Otis Dozovic. Crowd trying to cheer on Kofi Kingston here a little bit. Kofi going to need that help as in the current shape that he is in, but he kicks out early on. Good counter there by Kofi Kingston, and now maybe up on the shoulders, wriggles his way out. Reverse DDT there. And Kofi Kingston now looking prepped up for something. Kofi in position. Kofi's going to have Otis. SOS from Kofi Kingston. Whoa! No, I didn't even get to ask the question of will this end it. The answer is a surefire no. Running pinpoint elbow there by Otis Dozovic, but Kofi Kingston is not going to stay down, but he might wish that he did. Look at that from Otis Dozovic. Deadlift back suplex there. And that is what Stakes and Weights can help you out with. Oh, good God, once more the strength just shining through. Deadlift, gut wrench suplex now. Good counter there by Kofi. And now Kofi setting himself up. Call back to the New Day there as he hits the boom drop. Kofi Kingston in position now, going to look for this one. Trouble in Paradise to Otis Dozovic. That should seal it. Cover out. There's Tucker Knight to get involved. Referee needs to do something about this pronto. And he's just... No, wait, he does. He is doing something about it. Look, he is getting Tucker Knight out of here. The referee not going to let what happened last week repeat itself. Had his one warning and now he's gone. Tucker Knight has been hastily removed from the premises, and Kofi Kingston now and Otis Dozovic can engage in a one-on-one matchup here. Very glad to see that from the referee. Tucker Knight was almost biting off more than he could chew there. I am not opposed to that. Here goes Kofi, though, leaping off the top rope. Drop kick now from Kofi Kingston. He is fired up here. Ducks the clothesline. Double foot stomp. And Otis finds himself in a perfect place for the boom drop. Kofi Kingston looking well on his way towards another victory here on Monday Night Raw. He lifts up Otis Dozovic, rolls him in. SOS from Kofi. There's one, there's two, three. Kofi Kingston with another win on Monday Night Raw. Mark him 3-0 since this change of character to Kofi Kingston. Everything about Kofi is clicking in its finest fashion right now. And there is nothing that he can say, there is nothing that he's doing right now that is going wrong for him. Everything going the way that Kofi would intend it to be. And I gotta say, if it keeps on going this way, good for him. And I hope something good comes his way as well. Good stuff from Kofi Kingston there. Otis Dozovic, though, put up a pretty good fight. Let's be honest. Anyway, let's move on to our next contest here, involving the new World Tag Team Champions. The Revival in action for the first time since winning those belts just over a week ago at Bad Blood. It was one hell of a tag team matchup between the both sides. It was a brutal battle between both sides, but it was the work of the Revival that enabled them to capture the World Tag Team titles and walk out with the belts. The Shatter Machine proved dividend and they walked out defeating the Good Brothers, the 4-time World Tag Team Champions, and making the belt their own. Now Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the top guys on Monday Night Raw, look to make that statement be true as they show off just what they are all about. Just the top guys that they truly are. And they're going to start things off the way they actually started off their Monday Night Raw careers as well, by taking on the duo of Zack Ryder and Christian. 8 days removed from that brutal tag team matchup, all sides showed that signs of the war. I think a member of each team was busted open in that one, so they definitely all showed the fruits of the battle. They definitely all showed how willing they were to their cause, and it ended up, of course, being a victory for the Revival, which disheartened me a little bit, of course, being a huge Gallows and Anderson fan. But they did it with no cheating, and they did it fair and square. So what am I going to do? Sit here and complain that my guys lost fairly? Scott Dawson now, though, in off the tag and going after the knee there of Zack Ryder. Targeting it down there. Taking away that speed advantage that Ryder may have. DDT there by the former United States champion. Dragon Sleeper applied now by Zack Ryder, trying to get something going here. Not going to happen. The Revival quick to shut it down. And a Luthez press there. No flips, just fists being shone in its finest fashion there from the Revival. More specifically, Scott Dawson. Back suplex. Yes, he'll get it. Nicely done there by Zack Ryder. Both Ryder and Christian, former United States champions within this universe, but have yet to find something incredible as a team. They've yet to make that big leap they want to, but that could change here tonight in a huge upset over the tag team champions. But oh, Scott Dawson there almost playing Christian like a fool, as Captain Charisma was sent to the outside with that shoulder tackle. And now over towards Zack Ryder's way. Might have been looking for the steps there. Christian did a good job of avoiding it. Count keeps on going here now. We're up to 3 in this one. And another Luthez press takedown is on his way, though. This time, it's towards Christian. Scott Dawson now sends Christian into the corner. What we're seeing here from the Revival is just this constant breakdown. And now look, the same move, but the roles are flipped. And it's Dash Wilder attacking the knee of Christian instead. This is the control that the Revival can have. Their ability to just shut down the ring the way they want it to. Nicely done there by Christian, though. Ducks a clothesline and gets in. And now an elevated DDT on its way there. Christian feeling in good shape right now. He's going to go up to the top rope. Will this pan it the way he wants it to? Christian, diving headbutt there from Captain Charisma. Something could be on its way. No. Dash Wilder wriggles his way out and hits an elevated DDT of his own there. Counter there by Dash Wilder now, and it's Christian who's sent back into the turnbuckle. Tag made, and the Revival, oh, look at the way he holds him up there. And into a leg drop. What a combination there from the Revival. Assisted leg drop in some ways. Almost like a spinebuster leg drop combo. Nicely done indeed. Powerbomb counter, though, by Christian. Crowd starting to gear behind Christian here tonight. They want him to get up here, to get himself going, and to try and find a way to defeat the Revival. But that is certainly an easier said than done method against the new World Tag Team Champions. Look at this now, just raking his face into the mat, into the ropes there, my apologies. And oh no, taking out the leg of Christian there, did the Revival. Or Scott Dawson rather, should I say, just ripped away at it there, and great counter by Christian, creates some distance and can make the tag into Zack Ryder. Scott Dawson deciding that he doesn't want to tag in Dash Wilder just yet. Ryder in off the tag and already into the path of a brainbuster. Now the tag will be made so Dash Wilder can take control. Just watching how the Revival work in this matchup, it makes you think. You know, look at some of these teams that are around here on Monday Night Raw right now. Look at some of the, never mind. Fireman's carry backbreaker there by Dash Wilder, and he's all in control now. But the point I was going to get across is, you think of some of the teams on this roster. You think of the likes of, think about the team who made their debut last week, American Alpha. You think to, even the Ascension who was defeated by them. You look at some of the more, maybe a more interesting duo like Leo Kruger and Dean Malenko. All these guys, all these teams, and you know, Heavy Machinery of course as well, and TM61. All these teams have the ability to perform well, but it makes you think, can any of them dethrone the Revival? Just look at the way the Revival operate. They're so pinpoint, they're so precise. They let Christian get that tag in, even though they knew he could be the freshman, because they had done more work on him. They played him like a fiddle, and now they'll take advantage. The Revival, Shadow Machine! And the cover will be made. Dawson clearing Ryder for making the save, and the Revival have done it. Easy peasy for the Revival. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about these tag team champions? What are you going to do about these guys who simply cannot be stopped right now and show no signs of it either? You just can't. It's that simple. The Revival are in control right now of Raw's tag team division, and they show no sign of letting it up after becoming the World Tag Team Champions 8 days ago. There you go. It's that simple. There's some great teams on you. There's some great teams in Monday Night Raw for the first time in a while. But I don't know who can take those titles away from the Revival. Anyway, we are going to move on now to the second quarterfinal matchup of the women's tournament that we have going on here on Monday Night Raw. If you missed Raw last week, you saw at the start of the show rather, that a women's tournament was announced with 8 women involved to determine who will be the #1 contender for Rosemary's Raw Women's Championship down the line. We saw last week Carmella pick up a huge, shocking upset win over Gail Kim, eliminating Kim from the tournament. And now here tonight we have Natalya versus Alexa Bliss. I was actually given this one this time. So, I was actually given the list for this matchup. Last time we were kind of left up in the air, didn't know what it was until the main event, but this time I've been given the list. So that means we have AJ Lee, Asuka, Emma, and Alicia Fox left in the match is yet to happen. Of course, I cannot say that the winner of this one will face Carmella, because that's not how the tournament brackets are going to work. It is going to be completely randomized with no way of saying really who is going to be taking on who in the next tournament. All I can say is that Carmella is through, and the winner of this one will be through as well. We'll see which one it's going to be. Alexa Bliss has already had a shot at Rosemary. She tried, she put herself out there to try and be victorious, but it wasn't enough. Natalya would like to do the same as well. She would like to have a shot at Rosemary as well. But when I look at these two women, I think, do they have what it takes? I don't know. When I think about this tournament as a whole, it feels like in my eyes, there is one woman who can 100% give Rosemary a challenge. And in my eyes, that would perhaps be the favorite of this tournament, but I'm not too sure. I don't really know if this tournament has a favorite. I believe Asuka is the one to win this tournament. I believe Asuka's going to be the one to go to face Rosemary and to beat her. I think that's Asuka. But we've seen Bliss as well. She's challenged for the Raw Women's Championship. She underwent an attitude change after the departure of Blake and Murphy from Monday Night Raw. After Banff came to an end, Alexa Bliss became a lot more selfish. She is a lot more about herself than anyone else. She tries to show that that is the case every week here when she is in action on Monday Night Raw. Natalya, of course, a graduate of the Heart Dungeon, no doubt about it. She is a wrestler through and through, and she wants to show that that is the case every single week she is in action as well. And Alexa Bliss trying to engage in a wrestling matchup with, a collar and elbow wrestling start here against Natalya. Might not be a smartest idea. She breaks the headlock there, and look at that from Natalya. Trying to replicate what Carmella did last week. She rolls up Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss rolls her back up, though. Cover here. And Natalya counters it now. Rolls up Bliss. And Bliss kicks out at one. One counts all over the place there. Neither woman able to gain the advantage over the other. Nasty neck breaker, though, by Alexa Bliss. It was a good reveal from the Raw General Manager last week to show that this is going to be happening, to give us an idea of how great this tournament could be and the potential that it has. And Carmella and Gail Kim was a surefire hot start, but I'm looking forward to some other matches in this tournament as well. I mean, maybe the two favorites of the tournament that haven't been in action, in fact, the two favorites of the tournament that have been in action is AJ Lee and Asuka. If they ever squared off in a one-on-one matchup, I think that could be match of the tournament. No doubt about it. But there are some chances for a real upset to be happen here, like with Carmella. It's an even playing field when you think about it, because they all want the same thing. And I know I said, after WrestleMania and after I saw them in action, that there's kind of this pylon of the upper and the lower of the women's division, and then Rosemary on the above of them all. But when it comes to this tournament, everyone is on an even playing field. No one in this tournament, to the best of my knowledge, is a former women's champion. Trying to run it through my mind right now, and no, there isn't. No, Emma. There we go. From ages ago, ages and ages ago. But since the Raw Women's Division since the Women's Division came back at the end of 2016, there's been none. None of these women have held that title. We've had Becky Lynch, Winter, Paige, Rosemary, and then on SmackDown, Nikki Cross as well, and back to Becky Lynch. So, none of these women in this tournament have held a title before. Some of them have won accolades, like the woman who was woman who was eliminated from the who was eliminated from the match last week, the Queen of the Ring, Gail Kim, which I found quite interesting. But that's the only real accolade we've got going for anyone. Alexa Bliss has been heavily reliant on this flip powerbomb in this matchup, but Natalya has been yet to find a reversal for it either. It looks like she hit her head pretty hard there. You saw her gripping it. She might have hit her head hard on the way down there. Alexa Bliss will take full advantage. Insult to injury by Alexa Bliss. And it seems the Little Miss Bliss has found the way to maybe close this one out. Natalya still a bit fatigued. Not fatigued, just still dazed, I think. She must have hit her head hard on that flip power bomb. And Alexa Bliss is going to take full advantage of it. Bliss in position. DDT from Bliss. Spiking Natalya's head on the mat. Cover. 1, 2. And Natalya is eliminated. Alexa Bliss moves on in the tournament. Bliss is your winner. How about that? How about that indeed? Alexa Bliss has won here tonight. She worked. She was pretty. I think she saw the flip powerbomb. She saw the damage he was doing. She saw Natalya grip her head, and boom, in she went. And that was it for Natalya. There was no coming back from it. Alexa Bliss and Carmella, your two through in this tournament. Pretty good so far. But now, going back to just matches here on Monday Night Raw. Oh boy, are we in for a good one. Coming up next, Kassius Ohno going to go one-on-one against Hirooki Goto. This is going to be good. Strap yourselves in. First time we've seen Ohno since the knockout match 8 days ago at Bad Blood, where he was knocked out by Marty Scurll. Ohno was treated for a mild concussion after the show, but it was revealed that he only needed a few days rest and he could be back to work. And here he is, back to work. But he might walk out with another concussion. He's taking on Hirooki Goto. Jesus Christ. But Ohno, yeah, he said that he was defeated, he was knocked out, he can't gloss over it, but the way that Scurll went about it Doesn't surprise Ohno, but there's nothing he can do about it now. He lost, and he's got to work his way back up to that position. Kassius Ohno ready for this one here tonight, though, against Hirooki Goto. Ready to try and bounce back a little bit here. I think whatever happens, however long this match goes on, be it 2 minutes or 12, it's going to be hard-hitting from start to finish. Saw Goto's debut last week on the little package to kick things off here on Monday Night Raw. His victory over Bobby Roode. And now he looks to continue that going here. Crowd here ominously watch on as the lights dim in the arena and we await the arrival of that man. Hirooki Goto knows how to make an impact on Monday Night Raw, and he did just that last week against Bobby Roode. He looks to keep that going here against Kassius Ohno. Those would be 2 big wins for Hirooki Goto. You know, one of them is a former world champion. One of them is a former... Sorry, I'm blanking on what I'm trying to say here. One of them is a former United States champion, world champion in Bobby Roode, and Kassius Ohno has become a fan favorite here on Monday Night Raw since his arrival on here a few months ago. And Hirooki Goto looks to keep that going for himself here tonight with another victory and another GTR maybe on its way for Kassius Ohno. 2 men who are very well known for their use of the forearm are going to square off here tonight, and I think both men are going to be lucky if they leave with their jaws still in their mouths. To some extent. You know, Ohno left bad blood with a mild concussion. He might be leaving with more than just that here tonight. We'll find out. Let's begin this one here. And Goto immediately breaking out the counter. They wanted Ohno to get a strike on him maybe, and now collar elbow tie-ups get us underway. On the arm here goes Hirooki Goto. And now Ohno flips it back here in like a Fujiwara armbar-esque. Oh, and he wrenches on the arm of Goto as well. Back to the collar elbow tie-up again. Goto now, side headlock. Didn't even get a moment. Trying to think about what to do. He gets pushed away there and moves out of the way of that bicycle kick. Russian leg sweep. Impactful start by both men there. Neither really letting the other get an advantage, but Goto going to break out the forearms and the kicks now. Quickly stuffed, though, by Kassius Ohno. Ohno now looking for something big. Good counter from Goto there, though. Just watching these guys operate, you know, just seeing what their modus operandi is as they progress through this matchup. And Goto is certainly doing a number on the arm there. Look at that from Goto. Armbar using the ropes there as leverage. That has got to kill. Goto returns back in the ring here, and both these men now screwing up with each other. Forearms here now coming in from Kassius Ohno. And a nasty chop will bring Goto down. Uh-oh. Suplex on its way, maybe. Goto up, Goto out, though. And now Goto looks to return the favor with a suplex of his own. Oh no, transitions it. Slams him down slams it down onto his back there. But only able to get, able to get a 2 count from it. Pretty spectacular in its own right. Goto with a leg drop now. These 2 men just really trying to feel each other out. Just working in kind of a slower frame of mind than maybe you'd expect, because they realize how impactful this match can be on either and how impactful the other one can be on them. Dragon screw there from Kassius Ohno. That's going to hurt. That's the leg, though. Counter now. And here goes Ohno with some swift strikes there to Goto. Both these men looking to try and get themselves going somewhere for SummerSlam, I would imagine. Spinning heel kick there from Goto. That is going to really put Ohno off his game, and so too might this. Kassius Ohno now up on the shoulders with ease of Hirooki Goto, who hits a buckle bomb to Kassius Ohno. Goto now in position. Here he goes. Ushigoroshi there. Goto, though, that seemed to have taken a lot out of him. Look at how slow he is to get back up to his feet here. But Hirooki Goto is trying. And he's fighting on now. Forearm shots, chops and strikes now, lighting up Kassius Ohno over and over again. Goto couldn't quite look for the GTR that soon, I think, because it might not have been enough to put things away. Goes after the arm again, though, of Kassius Ohno. That has got to kill. That's got to be agonizing. Back in the ring now comes Hirooki Goto. He turns around Kassius Ohno. Will this be it? If it was, Ohno pulled out a spectacular counter to it. Oh, uppercut in the back of the head. A nasty kick in the gut as well after it. Slips out of the way, though, does Hirooki Goto. Olympic slam now to Kassius Ohno. Will that be enough to put things away? Covered by Goto. Kick out at one, though, by Ohno. He is well and truly fighting in this one. You can see Ohno, Goto rather, flicking things through in his head, thinking, what do I have to do here to win? Goto prepping himself up for it. He's going to try for it. Goto, here we go. GTR! Take a look at that maneuver. Impactful, devastating, compact, effective. 1, 2, 3. Goto beats Ohno. And another thing that move is victorious. Hirooki Goto with another win here since his debut last week on Monday Night Raw. He made waves with his debut last week, and he's making more waves here tonight with a win over Ohno. A strong victory for this man. Where does he go from here? Time will only tell, but it seems as if Hirooki Goto has things already lining up for him, and SummerSlam is still about 6 weeks away at this point. Good victory, though, for Hirooki Goto. One that he can certainly be proud of. Now, though, we are moving on to our main event of the evening. This one's going to be an interesting one. Two men who are very impactful within the ring, shall we say. Going to be squaring up here in action in our main event. First out is the self-proclaimed best in the world, the 5-time world champion CM Punk, heading towards the ring. Punk, of course, at Money in the Bank in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois, was brutally heartbroken when a roll-up, of all things, from Marty Scurll enabled him to retain his World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk couldn't get to go to sleep in that matchup, but the idea and the conclusion coming out of that match was, if he did, we would have been looking at a new World Heavyweight Champion. The fact that he didn't is kind of what makes it oh so disappointing, because I was really wanting Punk to become a 6-time world champion, but it just didn't happen. Now, though, here tonight, Punk has an opportunity to bounce back from Money in the Bank and to get himself a good victory here tonight over the United States champion, Lars Sullivan. And we'll see how things can go for him here. Sullivan, of course, retained his title in a long and brutal matchup as well against Daniel Bryan at Bad Blood. Defended it, though, put the leader of the Yes Movement behind him, and now focuses on his future as the United States champion. Sullivan can get things going, but I would argue this is without a doubt one of his toughest matches ever, if not the toughest he's had against CM Punk. It is not about size in this one, it is not about speed, it is not about strength, it is about the heart when it comes to facing CM Punk. And I've got to say it, I don't think Lars Sullivan has a big heart that can keep him in a matchup. His strength can, and his size can, but I don't think he has that ability to just, you know, that never say die attitude. It's his physique that keeps him in the match, not his desire for victory. Whereas it's the opposite for CM Punk. That refusal to give in is what makes Punk Punk, and what made Daniel Bryan as well such an emphatic challenger in its own right. Lars Sullivan, though, does not care about any of that. What he cares about is being in the ring with an opponent, getting his hands on them, lifting them up in the air, nailing that freak accident. 1, 2, 3, Sullivan wins, and the Raw General Manager can have a happy sleep that night on his Lars Sullivan, cuddling up to his Lars Sullivan body pillow. Anyway, Sullivan prepares for this one here tonight, as too does Punk. It's a big match for both of them. A victory here for Punk could start that, could start something within the mind of the best in the world, could kick things up for him, maybe make him think, this is what I want to do, this is the way I want to go. But he's got to win here tonight in order for that to be the case. So let us commence with that match. Could be a huge win for Lars Sullivan here tonight if he beats CM Punk, though. Colin Neville tie-up, as we've seen, been a bit of a norm here tonight. Sullivan going to use his strength to try and slip his way around this. Punk going to be using his wrestling ability. Lars Sullivan now side headlock. Takes him down into a side headlock takeover there. Punk returns with the side headlock of his own right now. Goes onto the arm of Lars Sullivan here. Very quick transition, but Sullivan, as quick to transition as well, back into that headlock. Stops Punk from being able to move. Only temporarily, though. Punk sent... Oh, Sullivan bouncing off the ropes, but Sullivan able to stop himself. Irish whip this time by Punk, though. Couldn't get anything going. The frame of Sullivan just too much. And now take a look at their shoulder tackles in the corner by Lars Sullivan. And... oh! Hear the thump in that one. So let's see what Sullivan can do here tonight against CM Punk and vice versa as well. Take a look at that from Punk. Oh, what a DDT from the 5-time world champion. Absolutely nailed him. Punk now single underhook suplex to Lars Sullivan, and the Freak is a little bit staggering off the start. Not off to his finest beginning, shall we say. Punk up on that top rope now, looking for something big. Will he get it? Punk up high, crossbar. Oh, good God. Lars Sullivan catches him, sends him into the turnbuckle. On a power slam to bounce out of it as well. Lars Sullivan now is in control of this one. Take a look at the way he is just beating down CM Punk here. If Punk wants to get some retribution going, he's going to need to think up something big to bounce back, because it's not looking that good for him. Punk having to roll under that bottom rope there. Sullivan is not going to grant him an easy escape here. Oh! Another clubbing blow by the United States champion. Lars Sullivan has made such thick and fast improvements here since only being here about, what, 5 months maybe? And he is going toe-to-toe with CM Punk right now, and he is making it work, no less. Punk counters their clubbing blow in the back. CM Punk now honing on the arm of Lars Sullivan there and slams him down on it. Good idea there from Punk. Can he keep on going here? Maybe so. This could be where the best in the world is able to fight back here, but Lars Sullivan again just shuts it down in the blink of an eye and runs down CM Punk as well. Irish whip off the ropes. Scoop slam with ease. With ease there from Lars Sullivan. Into the cover here. Will that be enough? It will not even be enough for a 2 count. There's that heart I was going on about with CM Punk. His refusal to ever want to quit shone through in its finest fashion there, and Punk able to bounce back immediately with a step up in Zaguri. Let's see what Punk can do here. He's got him set up in the corner. I think I know what he's looking for. Punk running knee into the Bulldog. And Punk's going to look for that go to sleep here to try and put away the United States champion. Will he be able to do it? Has him up. Go to sleep from Punk. Will this seal it? The cover by Punk. 1, 2. Sullivan kicks at it too. Punk really hoped that that was a 3 count there. But the Freak kicks out, keeps going. And this one's still very much so alive. Big time reversal by Lars Sullivan there. Reversed DDT. Oh my God. Just pure strength hit on CM Punk now, and take a look at this. Brutalization there by Lars Sullivan. Stomps into the chest, just torture for CM Punk. Punk, though, able to slip his way out of whatever Sullivan was looking for there. Nicely done. Sullivan, though, does the same. Clubbing blow in the back, and CM Punk finds himself not only in the turnbuckle, but in trouble. Snake Eyes. Oh, no. Oh, no, no way. No way. Lars Sullivan with Punk up in the air. Freak accident. Would that actually end it? 2. Kick out. Sullivan is not going to put away CM Punk just yet. Punk making sure that Sullivan knows that that is the case. From behind, though. Back suplex. Oh, what is Sullivan doing here? Oh, Iron Claw there, locked in on the head of CM Punk. That is a rough move to be in. Gripping down on your head, trying to squash your skull. But Punk able to fight back here and keep on going. Neck breaker now by Punk. What's he got in mind? Cover. I'm not going to be able to put away Lars Sullivan, though, is it? Both men are going to have to think up something big here if they want to win. Seeing these strikes, though, from Punk, you know, he's a... It's not like... It's kind of aggravation from Punk, I think, carrying over for Money in the Bank, but the way in which he's going about it as well, you know, these strikes, they're not exactly tiring him out as much as doing something like this would to Lars Sullivan, and they are still super effective. Sullivan, though, absolutely nailed him with those moves, and now the Freak going up to the top rope. Lars Sullivan, will he hit it? Diving headbutt by Punk, and he leapt over the man as well. Sullivan goes into the cover. I would have gone for the Freak accident to try and end things. And that is why, because Punk kicked out at 2. That could have been one of the biggest wins of Lars Sullivan's career there. Over a 5-time world champion. But instead, it didn't happen. Punk fights back here. Neck breaker now by CM Punk, and both men are still fighting on here. Lars Sullivan able to get up to his feet, but CM Punk right now is still going, cranking on the neck there. What more is CM Punk going to be able to do in this one? You see the fatigue setting in here in this main event for CM Punk. Elbow into the knee right now. Punk picks up Lars Sullivan. Went to clothesline him over the top rope there, and that's going to be something that could prove fatal. But look at how quickly Punk is still able to get up to his feet after everything in this matchup. Punk's still able to get up. Russian leg sweep there, and Punk could be on his way now. He is saying that it is nap time for Lars Sullivan. It is time to put the Freak to bed. The Freak will go to sleep. CM Punk puts him up on his shoulders again. GTS connects. Go to sleep for Lars Sullivan. Will this do it? 1, 2, 3. CM Punk beats Lars Sullivan in the main event of Monday Night Raw. That is not just a win for CM Punk. That is a win over the United States champion, no less. CM Punk can be proud of that win because it took an awful lot to put away Lars Sullivan. But in the end, it was enough. A good victory there for CM Punk, and the crowd certainly happy about it as well. But as Punk finishes off Monday Night Raw, he is not finishing it off with a victory. He is grabbing a microphone right now and has something he'd like to say. Punk with microphone in hand now, talking about this victory. Other people would see it as a major accomplishment. A US title locked up for them, just waiting for that opportunity. But that's not what CM Punk wants. It's not what he craves. And it's not his purpose for being around on Monday Night Raw. There is something else that Punk desires, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think you have to be smart even to tell what it is. He came here to be the face of the brand. He was inches away from it. In his eyes, it was not luck, it was a rat scurrying off with his prize. Not this time for Punk. He's not going to beg or bitch. He is earning that shot. This is his redemption. It will be his World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk wants that belt back. He wants that shot against Marty Scurll again, and he ain't going to stop until he gets it. CM Punk knows what awaits him. Guys, there's no other outcome. For CM Punk, it is redemption over Marty Scurll, redemption for Money in the Bank. But will it happen is the question.